Here is what we're asking you this morning, and this, of course, I'm not sure that there's much more to speak about because this is the big story this morning. What's your reaction to the arrest of 5 suspects in the Senzo Meyiwa murder case?
6 years in the making.
Wow, 6 years down the line.
You know, I so vividly remember when this happened. I think it was on a Sunday. And when all of this came out, and it was so incredulous because everyone was like, but it's a house full of people. And it's not like the sprawling mansion. It's a little house. All of these people, how is it that nobody knows something of any substance? So 6 years on, we can't wait to hear what exactly went down. But as you said, we'll be speaking to Gerrie now of AfriForum. They've conducted independent investigations, and he said yesterday this was an assassination. It was a hit. So we'll speak to him shortly.
Looking forward to that conversation.
Let us know what your views are at Morning Live SABC.
All right, let's have a look at other stories of the day. So besides that we'll be crossing to and doing the Senzo Meyiwa appearance of those 5 suspects at court. The Commission of Inquiry into allegations of state capture is expected to continue hearing Denel-related testimony when it resumes this morning. Former supply chain management executives Celia Malahlela and Dennis Mlambo are scheduled to testify.
5 suspects arrested for the alleged involvement in the murder of former Bafana Bafana and Orlando Pirates captain Senzo Meyiwa are expected to appear in the Boksburg Magistrates Court today.
The Port Elizabeth High Court is expected to hand down judgment in the application of controversial pastor Timothy Omatozo. That's the bail application. He and his 2 co-accused, Lusanda Sulani and Zikiswa Sito, are facing a number of sex crimes-related charges.
And just a recap on those COVID-19 numbers. Total number of cases in South Africa now stands at 716,759. Total number of deaths, 19,008, and 646,721 people have since recovered, which translates to a recovery rate of 90%, which brings the total number of active cases in the country to date to 51,030.
Breakdown for you. This is the provincial breakdown. Gauteng, 227,340. KZN, 122,342. The Western Cape, 116,242. The Eastern Cape, 94,182. Moving to the Free State now. Cumulative cases, 55,843. The Northwest, 32,759. Mpumalanga, 29,384. Northern Cape, 21,433, and Limpopo, 17,234. Tests conducted to date, 4.7 million, and yesterday the number was just over 11,000 tests that were conducted.
Let's take a look at those trending topics, and I suspect this is what we're going to be talking about all day as all eyes are trained on the Boksburg Magistrates Court this morning, waiting to see who the 5 suspects are who were arrested yesterday. So hashtag Senzo, former Bafana Bafana and Orlando Pirates goalkeeper Senzo Meyiwa, national hero, gunned down in broad daylight 6 years ago in a crowded house, and 6 years later we still are no clearer, but I suppose we are. We could say slightly.
Slightly. But this is something that we really want to hopefully get a lot more to the bottom of today. And like we say, Advocate Gerrie now our guest here in the next couple of minutes on Morning Live. So we'll put that question to him and see exactly what it is he means by this was a hit. And he said it with confidence. So let's see what's going on. Put South Africa first. This one is a massive trending topic this morning. And so many people talking to the fact of, it's ridiculous that we are campaigning for Put South Africa first. This should come naturally. We should be fighting for other things. And this is something that, it's been rumbling all along, but we saw yesterday during the EFF presser that Julius Malema calling and saying that all jobs should be 60% South Africans, no matter where, whether we're talking a restaurant, whether we're talking anywhere in the country, at least 60% South Africans, and then other positions, 40% foreigners. And that's, kind of what they were alluding to, and this got Twitter speaking a lot and people saying, this should come naturally. Why do we as South Africans have to fight for jobs in our own country? And the conversation has
it's a very
evolved.
Interesting conversation, especially when you start quantifying it, because if you're quantifying it, what's that based on empirically? As I say, there's a lot more to unpack. Peel back the layers here and have a look at what's happening, because other countries have gone and put some protectionist policies around certain categories of jobs that they preserve for locals.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't South Africa do the same?
Yeah, indeed.
Why should it even
be a topic of conversation,
spoken about as xenophobic if South Africa were to do that? But you see, I think we've just lost the moral high ground. We're just on the back foot to a great extent, and therefore some of these topics that should be totally commonsensical aren't even.
Indeed. And then just very quickly, finally, OR Tambo, it's a big day in South Africa. This would have been the late OR Tambo's 103rd birthday. He was born 103 years ago. So lots of events taking place today, birthday celebrations, and this one is going to be taking place at OR Tambo International Airport. Apparently, President Cyril Ramaphosa will unveil a 9-meter tall bronze statue at the airport this morning, and this, of course, will be showing you and covering for you, and the ANC in Gauteng will lay a wreath at Tambo's graveside. Also, in the Eastern Cape, there's going to be a renaming ceremony of St. Patrick's Hospital into Oliver and Adelaide Tambo Hospital. So we'll see that opening taking place today as well. So, yeah, lots happening around OR Tambo, what would have been his 103rd birthday today.
And we say happy birthday to OR, but of course, love to hear your sentiments around this as well.